Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages, welcome back to part 2 of the Record Clam and Golden Plunder for that ultimate score. Tonight we are joined by Mr. Boats and Pros, Not Headshot, and the one and only sensational Mende Muse. And we're going to get stuck in on what we thought was a higher score. And once again, I would like to direct your attention bottom left hand side of the screen for the final moments of overtime and see if you are starting to notice a pattern. Let's go ahead and jump into this one, and we're going to be back tomorrow with the next.
He's a great player.
Yeah.
You know it's KD headshot, right?
No.
It's a 6-2.
Holy.
Yeah.
Hey, you know mine, right?
A .62?
.69.
Oh.
Right there with Jimmy.
Oh yes. Jimmy on the mountain. Go, Jimmy on the mountain line. Try winning a game.
Ready for the fight. Over there.
Oh, that's fucked up. Both of us are.
One of the main things we all had to learn when we were going for this record, similarly to when we were doing the Plunder Quads one, is that incredible level of patience. Because oftentimes it's just point A, point B, point A, point B, grab your contract, go do your running. Eventually, me and Headshot, we sync up with our helicopters and our planes and being on foot, and when we're not blowing each other up in the sky, we usually just able to ping, grab, and we kind of just work around each other. And for the most part, it does work out well. A part of me does want to see Plunder Quads come back just for a week, just so we can go back to the killing and having fun and not treating the mode too seriously. But I definitely want to see this mode come back. A well-informed leaker over on Twitter recently discovered in the game files that the Haunting of Fortune's Island is what we are expecting this year for the Halloween event, and it will not be on Caldera. And it seems like they want to invest more and more resources towards their new baby, and it's also been leaked supposedly that Caldera instead will have a rank mode coming towards the end of its life cycle, building towards Warzone 2. Think of it as like a testing zone to make sure they get everything right for the launch of the next map. So I kind of wonder what's next on Caldera. We do still have open space. I'm not entirely sure what they could do with that open space, but we also have the bunker underneath Peak that they could still open. We also know they never opened the bunker in Factory when they did the Cold War. So maybe the red herrings, I mean, who knows. I did kind of feel when the map launched with the huts being brought into the game that it was going to be some sort of mining system, and inevitably it turned out that it was, because there was too many of them to make it a bunker. And I don't know, it feels like a little bit of lazy development in a sense as well with the vaults that they did add in, because they realistically just added 2 doors that take an exceedingly long time to open to access an area that was previously open after they removed the AIs because so many people complained about them. But having dabbled in Fortune's Keep this week, I do want to go in and it would be a fun Plunder mode. The map seems gigantic until you play it, and then you realise it's not as big as you think it is. I'm sure there's people out there that have been told that before. But I really don't think my stress levels can take going back to Reboot Island for a little while. Anyway, we'll probably have a video of the closing days of that coming out by the end of the week too.
You gotta be shitting me.
But as you can tell, we are a bit quiet in this one. This would have been very early in the morning, European time. We were on the American server, but the tiredness was just getting to us. And you know, it looks easy, right? I get why Battle Royale players take the piss out of this game, take the piss out of people who do this, who just like, oh, they're not even using their guns, whatever. Oh, look at that snipe out straight out of the chopper. It takes an awful lot of patience to just deal with lining up contracts every game, having people get into their spots in time, making sure that they're not on the map, having them where they have an open route to go to, because unfortunately, even if
that's fine, just
one person that's not doing contracts is out of stuff to do, it does have an impact on the score, and we'll see that later on in the week when we get the absolutely flawless run that I managed to fuck up. But it works out for the best.
One way.
I'm gonna take the thing down, the subway. Ah yeah, peak, that works. Now watch cash.
Yep.
Keycard.
Ah, but we'll, I don't know, where are you, actually? My main heading to get down and get set up anyway, so... this dude, this fucking guy!
Where's OT?
Power plant.
Boats, you can loot this strip or sub pen if you wanted, and then take this balloon over to here. Make sure you leave yourself enough time. Or if you have a vehicle, you can start in the bunker there, and then sub pen. Yeah.
Two of the things that go into records as well, the adaptation that people are able to change routes sometimes, because the key cards definitely affected our style of play. I mean, those bunkers can be absolutely god-awful and only have 600,000, but they can also be splendid and have 2.5 million in them. It's super hit and miss. Haven't quite worked out yet whether the same amount of money is in all the bunkers, just different dispersions in the various games. We did end up confirming that in Verdansk, so I'm guessing it's something similar in this. I believe in Verdansk it was something like 2.4, 2.7 million. The other thing being the planes they added into this game. It does clutch. You need to fast travel to locations when you don't want to be taking the subway the entire way, or in a situation like that, being shot off the top of the peak and having to change plans. So it's over to me and Headshot now as we get ready to land into overtime, picking up a contract going into OT, and then having 3 minutes to work some magic. And I believe if it's this video, Headshot pulls off an absolute blinder at the end.
So you're moving 2 boats, so they'll kick you.
You want me to pick this up?
Yes.
Move to the target area. You
Okay.
don't have all day.
And we can bank it.
Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down.
And I will need Headshot.
Coming.
Calling a recon mission.
Enemy chopper.
Complete.
Don't like that.
UAV beginning flyover.
This also is one of those games that works. It wasn't a flawless run. We went on another contract instantly going into overtime, so we lost those couple of seconds. And it's all those little things. You might think 4, 5, 6 seconds don't matter, but if 4, 5, 6 seconds happens 5 times, that's 25 seconds in a game. And if your last contract is a supply run, you'd normally be out of time, but you have those 25 seconds. That could be the difference in an extra $2 million. What you have to do in 3 minutes is precision timing at its finest, and it is absolutely crazy what you can actually achieve in overtime now. It just brings me back to the record days going for 5 million and thinking we were awesome in Plunder quads.
Allied UAV overhead. Objective found. Move to the next location. Taking us up. Rally there. What's that? What's that? UAV is out of fuel. Turning for resupply. Primary objective accomplished. All
Cluster on
supply
me.
boxes located. Allied UAV overhead. Supply box located. Move to secure.
You got it?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll float.
Objectives found.
Perfect.
Move to the next location.
I got a card, I can make it.
Contract updated. New
That's you,
objective
Headshot.
identified. Allied cluster strike.
Yo, where's the notification on the cluster?
UAV overhead.
The fuck?
Them down. Allied precision airstrike in. Primary objective accomplished. All supply boxes located. Move to the target area.
Back you go, Headshot. Back you go.
Taking us up.
Yo, push, I just got fat bags and I have my bunker.
I don't know the layout of this building.
What's next?
One more on me.
Contract complete. Payment's been authorized.
Sabotage.
Enemy high value vehicle.
Where?
Taking us up. Go
Here.
bust it. All aboard now. Let's go.
Okay.
We might beat it. Honestly, I'm opening my bunker now.
Flying the not so friendly skies.
Headshot, I'm going to this. Just, I don't know, link at a buy station.
Comms.
Enemy vehicle down. That wasn't so hard. Move to the target area. You don't have all day. Vendor here. Let's get up.
And that's a perfect example of what would happen if you had those extra seconds that we missed out on in the course of this game. This would have been a game changer. $20.3 million.
We beat it.
This is what you train for.
Sorry, dude. I read on a kid with a cash balloon.
Wait, we didn't get the contract?
The last
At
supply,
the end?
no, was too far out. The last supply was the last ditch attempt. We beat it.
I think we beat it though.
We fucking
did
beat it.
Now you're starting to notice something
true.
strange with the metal
I got-
and the
I
bar
got
on the
money
bottom
at
of the
end that
screen.
didn't count towards it.
Something quite odd about two of them having 18.1 million in them. Such a bizarre number to have for two records. How weird. Tune in tomorrow night as we investigate this further, only on the Golden Plunder Files.